This is a video for my children. All right, let's go to the birth certificate. Where does it say you're born? Oh, Virginia. Or James is up in Delaware. Ooh, your kid's of the United States of America. Well, you're spoiled already. You were born in an area where you get health care and food. And on top of that, you had a whole family that loves you. I'm not saying they don't have their problems. All of us have problems. But I think as I get older, I count my small blessings so much more. Like healthy kids. Oh my God. You know, you weren't born with spinal bifida. So how many kids in this world just wouldn't even dream of owning a pony? I'd say a lot of kids want a pony, never get a pony. Or miniature horses, do 4-H or swim team. A lot of kids don't know how to swim. So you got to let go of stuff that's negative and just concentrate on the positive, because if you can do that, then you can turn your life in a better direction. And I do love my kids, and I love my grandkids, and I love my pets, and I love my friends, and the arts are wonderful. It's a wonderful area to be able to even know about, considering the public schools today are not teaching it. So my kids got a handful of Shakespeare, a number of trips to museums, and they're lucky too that their mom is finally able to truly pursue her dreams. Can you imagine just giving up a dream because you're scared? You don't do that. You just have to face that fear. You'll never know if you don't try it, whatever your dream is. And to me, and the agape kind of positive love, is part of my dream is to help other people that unfortunately may or may not have the opportunities, and for each of us to get to know each other a little bit instead of making harsh judgments. And the silence, or what we call estrangement nowadays, or dysfunctional. You can handle it how you choose, but I will tell you that stonewalling is actually emotional abuse, because it's tough sometimes. I think in growing up, even though I was fraught with an eating disorder and problems, I was the only one in my family that got so much therapy that I just talk about it. And sometimes that makes people uncomfortable because they don't know how to face their own problems that they had maybe growing up. But I think that it's a safe area to talk about it within a family, or it should be. And if it's not, then, you know, you have to observe that person's limitations. But if you don't talk about things, how do you know what that person's limitations are in speaking? And you feel really sorry for them because they suffer. I don't care how much money you have. That's not going to ease your suffering so much over a certain point. I believe I've read we're 60,000 for a family. If you're not happy at 60,000, sitting quietly with each other with food in your cabinet, maybe a car to drive, it's really about relationships. And in building relationships, sometimes you have, do you want to put up a wall or a fence? If you put up a wall, you can't see over it. It's like the Buddha. The Buddha climbed over the wall and went out into the world, whereas all the other people just stayed behind the wall and they never knew the suffering of others. And so I've been really fortunate in being in psychiatric a lot, seeing the suffering of others and the stigma that causes in our world, and also the violence. I mean, if we don't educate our kids on psychology and things like that, how will they know what to look for to get somebody help? So don't be afraid of your fears. Just face them and just do it. You know, you don't know how it's going to out. You may imagine something terrible, but until you try it, you just don't know.